Customers don't buy products, situations and needs do. How we frame our perspective shapes the questions we ask and what we can learn. Suggesting that a customer buys our products is probably correct, but it stops the conversation because you won't ask anything else. There are people here that want to buy our products. My job is to talk about my products and to reduce the barrier of the buying process so that they can get to their products as fast as possible. But that doesn't help you understand why people enter the buying process in the first place. Why did they become customers? So we need to change the narrative. And you can change that very easily by talking about situations and needs. Situations buy products, needs buy products. So what does that mean? Well, people find themselves in situations all the time. And each situation has a set of technologies, routines, needs, desired outcomes. You'll also find that the same person will move between situations all through their day. And these situations are very different. Just as an example, when I get up in the morning, the first thing I do is brew myself a cup of coffee and sit in a chair and read a book. That's a certain specific set of technologies and routines and desired outcomes. Then at 7, my alarm goes off and now my world changes. I move from one situation to a completely different one. Now I have to go upstairs, wake up my kids and get them off to school. So there's a completely different set of technologies involved, a different set of routines involved, a different set of participants involved, needs and measures of outcome. And so you see, this understanding me in one situation doesn't help you understand me in the second situation. Also, what I need and why I would buy things or hire products or services depends on the situation, not who I am. The second thing is that needs buy products. So nobody needs a product. The reason that they're choosing to purchase a product is because they're trying to achieve something in their life, and the way to achieve that is by going through a behavior that is often enabled by a product or a service. So they reach out to providers of those products or services in order for them to do the behavior that helps them achieve progress. As an example, if you look at an airline, nobody wants to buy or needs to buy an airline seat. In fact, it's an incredibly painful and uncomfortable product. But people need something else. They need to go to a wedding in Italy, they need to go to a workshop in Tokyo, or they need to go on vacation with their family. And in order to do that, they have to purchase this product. Now, if you understand the need, what you can also understand is that there's so much more you can offer than just this airline seat. As an example, the airline has figured out that you need service. So it's not just about the seat in the sky, it's also about the land service and about the service in the airplane. They figured out it's about the content, give people something to do. So it used to be magazines, then it became movies, and now you can even go online. And it's about the added services and apps. So having an app for an airline is now one critical part of the complete airline experience. You're kind of buying your kind of access to the app and the services that are offered in addition to the seat in the sky. My point being that if you talk about customers buying products, you won't have any of the discussions that you will have if you talk about situations or needs buying products. And if your job is to improve the buying process, that's all good. But if your job is to create people that become customers, or not, don't do that. If your job is to find people and turn them into customers, then you have to talk about something else than them being customers. And talking about situations and needs really does help you do that. Thank you.